just won't do. Kaoticradio.com.
Staring at your screen all day. When you get what you want, you eat copy and paste. You're spreading all your hatred, all your vicious lies. You're the kind of person who I despise. You're the internet. You're the internet. You're the internet. Stop the threats. You're the internet. You're the internet. You're the internet.
And that was Internet Warrior by Hospital Food out of the UK. And previously to that, we had the Walking Toxins with Got the Swine Flu and I Don't Know What to Do. I saw you dancing to that one.
They
Brian.
Were absolutely amazing.
They're kind of like rock and rolly.
Yeah, they were. Both of them were awesome.
Yeah, good bands. There's a lot of English bands that I get. That so you asked me during the break how many bands I get.
Yeah,
sending me. I get a lot. It comes and sometimes I'll have a week where I'm like nobody likes me anymore. And then all of a sudden I'll get a whole bunch. And that's what happened this last week is I got a whole bunch of music in. And I was going to play some of it today. I was going to split it with like part your show, part that. And then I left all my music at home in my computer. So I'm using a computer that doesn't have it has some music of mine in it, but not my secret stash.
Everybody wants to be on Chaotic Radio.
You know what? It's a cool place. What do you think?
It's awesome. I love being here. I love being in California. I'm alive. This is cool.
And you do some radio stuff yourself as well, right?
Yeah. I do tons of different stuff down in Baltimore. So.
And tell me a little bit about Mola Records. Is it Mola? Is that you say Mola?
Yeah,
Mola. It's a DIY.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely a DIY. It's the closest thing because I was signed to a label for a bit, and I don't want to get into big talks about how bad things went, but things went kind of south. I do appreciate everything they've done for me, but basically myself and my wife decided that we needed to just branch out and cut out the middleman and do everything ourselves, literally DIY as possible. And all of our friends were in punk bands and really wanted to put out releases, and we were like, well, we're going to put out your releases. We're not going to let anybody else do it. So
there's quite a bit of that. I have a friend up north in Washington, Bellingham, with an N70 Records, and he does that up there.
Yeah,
Robbie Cleary. Yeah,
it's the best thing. You know, like it's the easiest way to help everybody else out. And
so we
cool
have
stuff.
our connection up in Washington. Now we have you. You can send us music and bands. And in a little while, I think the second half of the half, we're gonna go in. We're gonna pull up some of those bands that you work with, and we'll play some of those songs.
That's awesome.
That'll be great stuff. We're gonna have Spoken Spencer's 420 Surf Punk Report in just a few minutes. I think I'll play some more music. until then, this next band is another local band. Oh no, actually, this is one of the bands off of N70 Records off of Washington. This is the Vaticants, girl band. I think 2 girls. I think you're gonna like them. And it's bands. Yeah, and Kelly's really awesome. This is Atomic Playboys on Kaotic Radio.
Powerful farms are in development. It is an atomic bomb. It is a harnessing of the basic power.
Circle Jerks, Bad Religion, Punk Rock Karaoke, etc. And you're listening to Look What the Cat Dragged In on chaoticradio.com.
ChaoticRadio.com. That was Rodents of Unusual Size, local Orange County band there. Love those guys. Hi guys, if you're listening. And previously to that, we had the Vaticants with Atomic Playboys.
They were rad.
You like that? Yeah, that they're off that N70 Bellingham record label that I was telling you about. They've been in here. They haven't been here, but Robbie's been in here.
Robbie's been here.
Yeah.
Like, Robbie was the one who started it, right?
Yeah,
Or,
Robbie. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's actually responsible for a lot of the punk rock scene up in Washington.
So if you're ever up in the Bellingham area, Robbie Cleary's the man to look up.
They got great.
Right,
they
we're
have
gonna
a
do
good.
that then.
They have a good punk scene going on right now. Speaking of punk scenes, how's the punk scene over in Maryland?
It is absolutely terrible.
Really?
Although we have the Auto Bar and the Sidebar, which have great shows, and Soundstage recently has started putting on good ones. I know they brought in like the Queers and
really?
Mr. T Experience and Agent Orange and
Mr.
different
T
stuff like that.
Experience has been playing down here a lot too. And, and Agent Orange, Dave Klein from Agent Orange is the weatherman. He'll be calling in a little bit. You get to talk to him.
That's awesome. That is really cool.
Really cool. So we have a few minutes before Smoke and Spencer's 420 Surf Punk Report. Do you want to play a quick little song?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We can do
get
it.
some live Brian Hardy acoustic on chaoticradio.com. Look what Kat dragged in. Yeah.
Started out when I was just a kid, I really didn't have a lot to believe in. I saw something that I thought was right, but I couldn't tell if it was a dude or a bat. The coolest thing is that he was able to save the whole city when he saw the signal. He left the cave and drove the Batmobile dynamic to a beaten up evil. Gotham City, don't you worry, you are safe. And now I know who I wanna be when I grow up someday. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman. I wanna keep like him, you see. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman. I wanna save the whole city. Starting out when I was just a kid, I really didn't have a lot to believe in. I saw something that I thought was right, but I couldn't tell if it was a dude or a bat. The coolest thing is that he was able to save the whole city when he saw the signal. He left the cave and drove the Batmobile dynamic to a beaten up evil. Gotham City, don't you worry, you are safe. And now I know who I wanna be when I grow up someday. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman. I wanna keep like him, you see. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman. I wanna save the whole city. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman, whoa. I wanna be Batman. I wanna keep like him, you see. I wanna be Batman, whoa. Wanna hang with Catman, whoa. I wanna be Batman. I wanna save the whole city. I wanna be Batman.
That was awesome.
All right.
Sorry, I had to mute myself. No, I had to mute myself to keep myself from singing along.
You should have did the backups.
Well, I played that song in the car for I have an 11-year-old and a 17-year-old, and a
Awesome.
24-year-old. But for the 11-year-old, I played it in the car, and he liked it. So he was going to bed the other day, and I popped my head, and I said, I was started singing that, and he was laughing so hard. It's hard
That's awesome.
It's catchy. It's hard not to
Yeah,
sing.
yeah, it was cool. We did a show in North Carolina the other night, and literally everybody in the room, it was a tiny little, punk house, but everybody in the room was singing along with the Woes, which I thought was cool because I didn't even think anybody knew the song, and everybody
It's
knew
easy.
it.
It's easy to catch. That's a good thing. That's a good thing for songs. So
Yeah, it's
people like
catchy.
that stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's got a hook, you know?
Yeah, mhm.
And there's nothing like that feeling when they start singing the lyrics back to you.
Exactly, that's the best.
I'm not a musician. I don't know, but is that a good feeling?
That's the best feeling
Really?
in the world. Yeah,
When people, because you can tell they're enjoying it, right?
yeah, it's literally
It's like a
awesome.
sign of pure appreciation.
Exactly.
Well, I noticed last night the doll hut people were talking back to you, and I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool. I'm like, okay, that means they like him.
The Doll Hut
Yeah.
was absolutely
You like
so
that?
much
And you're
fun
playing
last
again
night.
Saturday night.
Friday night.
Was it Friday? I'm sorry,
Tomorrow
Friday
night,
night.
yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow night you're playing, and you're closing. But
Yeah.
Jay from Narcoleptic Youth saw that you were closing. He's like, I can't wait to see that acoustic set.
Awesome.
So that was really cool to have. Jay's a nice guy.
Yeah, Jay's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
They're a great band. They've been playing there. They play there a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, I
and
love that
tomorrow should
venue.
be really good. I think Carpet, I play them on here. Bear Fight, The Hajj, a bunch of good bands are going to be playing. So you guys will have a good time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, is Carpet going to be at that one tomorrow? What is that show tomorrow?
It's Carpet, Bear Fight, Narcoleptic Youth, The Hajj, and I can't remember who else. It's Brian Hardy and a bunch of really good bands.
Brian Hardy.
Yeah, the Brian Hardy.
Except no substitutes.
That's it.
Yeah, well, was Spencer, Smoking Spencer, no word yet?
Yeah,
Smoking
I
Spencer
think
with
it's
his,
about that time.
Is it about that time?
It is about that time.
Hello.
Hello. Waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Spencer, you make it all better.
Aloha, sweetheart. How you doing?
Good. How about you? Where's that bong grip?
I'm doing it right now.
Gotta hear it. They could be jealous over there.
Yeah. I got beer. I'm okay.
You're okay for now. I hear it. There we go.
Ooh, yeah, nice one.
How them waves?
All right, yes, we've had quite a swell in the last couple of weeks here. It's been really fun, but today was kind of a little bit in between the swell that's coming in next. So it's about 2 to 3 today, but tomorrow it should pick up a little bit. Water is still kind of cold, and just get out there and have some fun.
Awesome. Thanks.
Awesome. So how you guys today?
Good. I want to get out there. The water's been great. I mean, the weather has been great.
You know, speaking of the surf report and everything, the beach, I want to give a shout out to Eric Reno.
Yeah, we had I don't know if you heard, Spencer, the surfer that passed away in Sunset Beach.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That was a friend of mine.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. We were actually, we were actually on his way to go out there.
that.
Yeah, and I found out the news like a few hours before. It was really crazy.
Is there going to be a paddle out or anything like that
Yeah,
for him?
I'm not sure when yet. It was just Friday, but yeah, there's gonna be a paddle out. So we're gonna.
Well, let me know, because all surfers stick together and we all paddle out for each other. So.
Yeah, he's been a surfer for years, so it's just a crazy and a musician. He was actually at the Doll Hut. I think when you played, he was at the Doll Hut a few weeks ago. He came in because he had hit me up, but he wanted to. He did cover music and he wanted to do a punk rock band. So he hit me up about getting him people and maybe managing him and stuff like that.
Well, I'm sure he's joined the big band up in the sky.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep, surfing in the sky with the music.
Yep. Well, happy 427.
Happy 427 is right. Okay, Spencer, we'll talk. When's your next show?
May 13th, DI at Carmen Bar.
Nice.
Awesome.
Come on out and
That's
check
gonna
us
be a good
out.
show,
The new
yeah.
lineup, kicking ass.
Loving the new lineup. I'll be playing some
Thanks.
Dirty Hammer in a little bit too. So,
All righty, we'll listen in.
okay, Spencer. Thanks.
Yeah, have a good day, and
You-
we'll see you next week.
Yes.
I will catch you soon.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. That's Spencer. He's in Dirty Hammer. Love that guy. You'll like their
Awesome.
music. Good stuff. Actually, I should play some Dirty Hammer right now.
If you got it queued up.
I almost got it queued up. Just take me a second. I'm getting better at this winging it stuff. So, yeah. So we'll play some Dirty Hammer. This is California Girls. I believe I played it last week, but who cares?
Yeah.
It's, good stuff. Kaoticradio.com.
California girls are very nice. Love them once and they will stab you twice. They're really them at your house. They're fast, they will leave you all strung out.
was California Girls by Dirty Hammer. That was our Smoke and Spencer 420 Surf Punk Report Guy song. And we have Brian Hardy live in studio on Look What Cat Dragged In today. Once again, thanks, Brian, for calling in. And for coming in, not calling in. Last week you called in. Am I having one? There we go.
Thank you so much for having me.
I didn't push your buttons yet.
Don't push my buttons.
Yeah, I gotta hear you. So we were talking about your little tour. Tell us about your tour. You did East Coast and West Coast, right?
Yeah, it started out on the East Coast. Everything was smooth except for, I believe, Massachusetts that I didn't make it to. So I was supposed to go to Mass and had car troubles and everything like that. So I will make it up to the fans of Massachusetts next time.
That happens though. There's always something on every tour I hear from people,
It was like I had a flat tire the first night of the tour, and like everything that could go bad within the first like 2 days did, and I was like, we got out here, everything's been smooth sailing since. So it's like this is my first time on the West Coast, and I absolutely
And how
love
are you
it.
like today? You guys went to cemetery. So you were talking. Actually, we'll start with this. You were talking about your. I know from my spoken to you previously and from your music, your influences are like the Ramones,
yes,
and the Huntingtons, right?
Yeah.
And you went to some cemeteries today.
Yes, we actually first the craziest thing that I did, which I was like, this is actually the coolest to me, was we went and visited Richie Valens' gravesite, which. I'm a huge 1950s, 1960s
And you're also not a fan of flying. I don't know if that was a smart thing.
I know. Well, that's the scary thing. I've seen La Bamba like a million times, and it really freaks me the hell out. Where I'm like, oh gosh, man, like Richie predicted it and it happened, but who knows?
Because you said you don't like getting on planes.
No, I don't like getting on planes, and it's like I think of that movie every time now. That I just flew for the first time.
You'll be fine.
But it was really cool. I got to play O'Donna for Richie today, right at his gravesite.
Oh, that is. Did somebody video it?
Yes.
Oh, that's
so
way cool.
We're gonna have that online soon up on the Brian Hardy YouTube page. We'll definitely do. Sure. And the cool thing was in Europe last week, a record label called RTTB Records. They've released a lot of punk stuff out there in Europe. Mm-hmm. Just released my single of O'Donna, so the Richie Valens song that I covered. So today I went and played that for Richie, and it was really cool. Security driver rode by, and usually I'm like, oh shit, this guy's gonna like kick me out of here, like be a jerk or something like that. He stopped, got out of his car, gave me like the yes and the thumbs up, like everything that I was doing he totally approved of. So I was like, yep, that's awesome. Got back in the car, went and visited Dee Dee, told him I had to go, and then went and visited Johnny Ramone and the lady from the Golden Girls. Yeah, shit like that. So yeah, it was a great day today.
Those cemeteries are great out there too.
Yeah, I love it. Most people would be like, you're kind of creeper, like going to cemeteries and stuff like that. But it's like all the people that I idolize are like pretty much dead because all the new wave people suck.
So you never really were into a new wave?
No, not really.
So a lot of your music, I'm looking at your CD right now, which I'll also call in 909-360-8330. If you're listening, we will mail you. Brian dropped off a bunch of CDs. We'll mail you one of his Road to Gotham CDs.
It's very good.
Yes, it is very good. That's the Batman song.
Yeah,
I want to be Batman. That one's on it. Yep.
And Riddle Me This, which is I guess the #1 downloaded song on Spotify right now as far as Brian Hardy is concerned.
That's awesome. So tell me, why Batman? Why superheroes?
I was a huge fan of the '66 Adam West show. Now, obviously, I was born in 1990, which is pretty crazy when you do the math. But
yes, you're a baby.
I know, but in I
think I graduated school around then.
in the probably the early 90s, the Batman Adam West show used to come on. I think it was like some station in the morning. I'd watch Saved by the Bell, and then I watch the Adam West Batman.
Was that the old black and white one?
No, it was color, but it was the Wham and Bam and the
that
huge,
one.
and that's everybody always says like, hey man, you like a Val Kilmer fan? Are you a this or that? I'm like, hell no, I'm an Adam West fan. I'm like the Batman and Robin that I'm supposed to portray on the front of my album, which if you notice my album cover, it is a mix of my love for Batman and Robin and my love for the Ramones, because I was like, I want to look like I'm on the front of the Ramones Road to Ruin cover where the title Road to Gotham comes into play.
And then Batman crashes into
Yeah. So I'm like, that was pretty awesome. Something that I wanted to do. I think we ran off like somewhere around 3,000 copies of this album. So after that, they're gone, and they will never see the light of day.
It's a really fun album. And when you were playing the Batman song, something came to my mind because I was saying how I was singing it to my kids.
Yeah.
How are all ages shows and all ages venues out there? The East Coast.
They're okay. A lot of them.
Do you have them?
Yeah, we do, but most of the shows are 21 and older. But we do a lot of all ages shows. The thing that sucks is like I've got no real filter. I'm not PC. I'm not politically correct. So it's like I tell people all the time, like, and I'm even gonna tell you people listening to Kaotic Radio, if you listen to my stuff, like some of the stuff is clean for your kids and some of the stuff isn't. And if you don't let your kids listen to the stuff that isn't clean, then you suck. Simple as that.
In other words, do some parenting.
Exactly.
Yep.
I think I'm a great parent. I've got 4 kids, and all 4 of my kids know every single cuss word in the world. And
Mine do too. They don't use them.
I was gonna say they would know what context to use them in, but they don't use them because But
my kids have heard my radio. My older one's friends' parents have heard my radio shows.
Yeah, I think.
And you've heard what I say sometimes.
I think that my kids are listening right now as we speak. So hi, Malibu, Owen, Lacey, Allison. No, it's cool. We already gave them a heads up.
I'm gonna refrain from my bad jokes. I'm gonna refrain from the bad jokes today. So, but Batman. So why the? So all the songs, because all the songs are themed.
Yeah, it was just I wanted to incorporate different things into.
But nobody's done that before, I don't think.
No, it's definitely it's a first. The only thing that really sucks about that is, believe it or not, my favorite Batman character of all time is not from the '66 Adam West Batman show, and it's actually from the Batman movie Batman Forever from 1995. Tommy Lee Jones played the Two-Face, I believe it was.
Oh yeah, that character.
And it sucks because I don't have a song about Two-Face, but I always tell everyone after I released that, I was like, man, if I would have wrote a song about Two-Face, that would have been awesome. But that's my favorite, but I didn't, so it is what it is.
Well, everybody likes superhero. Even the anarchist likes Batman, I think, back there.
Well, Bane didn't come out until later either, right?
I love Bane too. See, I should do a secondary album and
the later years.
Yes, that would be rad.
So
we actually have a show on here Sundays. It's a Jack of All Nerds. They talk about all the comic books.
Yeah,
stuff.
we have a comic book show, and we have a wrestling show too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the wrestling. I can't remember what day the wrestling show's on. He has the schedule back there. So, should we do a song, or should we talk about some of the wrestling?
Why don't you do a song and then we'll talk about it?
Okay, we'll do a song and then we'll talk about the wrestling. I did post on Facebook. You can see our YouTube channel. It's Kaotic Radio, I believe. I have to get the link up there. But I did post a picture of the CDs that we're giving away so people can call in 909-360-8330 and get your free CD. Brian Hardy live in studio on chaoticradio.com. Look what Kat dragged in. We're doing a little bit of a different show. I'm still going to play some local music, but we're going to talk to Brian too. So here's some more music from Brian Hardy, chaoticradio.com.
The way that you meow makes my heart really pound. It got me beating out of my chest. It hurts so bad. I wanna hold your hand, but the claws, they scratch again. You say you need a bowl of milk to calm you down. I'm not sorry and I've got nothing to lose. Buy you tuna fish for days to show you how much I love you. I love your evil ways and I'm a glutton for punishment. Call me crazy for Catwoman. You look so sexy in leather, and you know I'm a fan of black. I'd go the distance for you, even if you say to kill the bat. I'd buy you everything, finest litter, toys, and clothes. I know 9 lives would last through all our episodes. I'm not sorry and I've got nothing to lose. Buy you tuna fish for days to show you how much I love you. I love your evil ways and I'm a glutton for punishment. Call me crazy for Catwoman. Well, I'm not sorry and I've got nothing to lose. Turn on Kaotic Radio to tell you how much I love you. I love your evil ways and I'm a glutton for punishment. Call me crazy for Catwoman.
that song was awesome. You played it last night too, and I remember the first time I think what happened was I was going to play your music on the radio on the show, and I had forgot the CD at home, so I opened up your Bandcamp. And I hit that song. And I was like, "Ooh, I like it." And somebody called when you were playing, but they hung up. So if you call back, we'll get you that CD. So go ahead and give us a call back now. I'm waiting for the screen to call back now.
And it's signed. I signed it.
Yeah, they are
Boom.
autographed. They're autographed. So that's good. So we're waiting for that person to call back so they can claim their CD.
Awesome.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your wrestling?
Okay.
Stuff? If you want to, I don't know if you want to.
It's not really a sore subject anymore. I'd like to say that I'm a bitter jerk about it sometimes, but basically I was 18 years old and my dad and my cousins were pro wrestlers and I got sucked into the business pretty much, as they say.
So were they people that we knew?
My dad's Barry Hardy. My cousins are Matt and Jeff Hardy, and then I have other side family members.
Okay, we're gonna cut you off and we'll come back.
Sure.
Because we got our phone call from our person. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, I have a question for Brian Hardy.
Yeah, you're live on the air on chaoticradio.com with Brian Hardy.
Awesome. Hey, man, I just want to say it's really rad. I love what you're doing.
Who is this? What's your name?
Starting your label. I'm a huge wrestling fan. My name is...
What is your name?
My name's Derek. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I was going to go see him, but he canceled the show. But we saw Jay Prozac.
That's actually pretty.
Oh, so you have fans calling in. That's really rad.
All right. What's up, man? How are you?
Too.
Very good, man. Awesome.
Do you like the new album? Have you heard the new album?
I haven't yet. No.
Okay, well, you have a free copy that I'm going to mail to you. So I gotta get your address before you hang up. So.
All right, sure.
Yeah. So go ahead and talk to Brian.
Yeah, man, you just scored big time today. So you're in Boston?
Turn
on that. Me and my buddies were putting together a compilation. You know, back in the 80s, they had a lot of good songs in this ministry. It seems like now, with the way things are, there should be more punk bands coming out, but it's kind of just dying off. But anyway, we're putting out a Rock Against Cops compilation, basically attributed to the Black Lives Matter movement. We want to know if you wanted to be a part of it.
My sound guy, the anarchist, has the biggest smile on his face. He was
totally support you, brother.
He was totally not paying attention, and all of a sudden he looks at me and his head cocked, and I have that big old grin. So yeah, that's.
Make sure to pack your black block, though.
What's the name of your band?
Oh, I'm not in a band. I'm just putting it together. I'm not a musician.
Do me a favor. When you have it put together, make sure I get a way to get it with my email. I'll give you my email.
Definitely.
Because that we would definitely play something like that on the show.
And thanks for calling in, man. Seriously, like whenever I'm down in Mass again, because I will be down in Mass sometime soon within the next couple months. Hopefully we can.
I'm a huge wrestling fan too.
Awesome, man. That rocks.
So you get it both. You get the punk fans and the wrestling fans in a combo.
That's right. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
So would you play doing something like?
I'm sorry, we didn't hear you.
I think he's breaking up.
Yeah, we can't. You're breaking up. We can't hear you. Hey, if you can still hear me, do you go to the look what? Yeah, go to the look what Kat dragged in page on Kaotic Radio, and put your address there, and I'll get you the CD.
Yeah, man. Hope you enjoy it. Rock on, dude.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for calling in. Have a great day.
Boston, I think he said, right?
Yeah, Boston.
Cool, so that works.
That's exciting. You have fans calling in.
I'm sorry to the fans of Boston that I didn't make the show.
I guess they were that disappointed that they called in.
You canceled on that, dude. Like,
He's
had car trouble.
That's it. So do you find that a lot of the wrestling fans and
Yeah, I get mad sometimes because the wrestling fans. Ooh, did I go out? Am I still?
No, you're still there.
Oh, okay.
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay. The wrestling fans actually they tend to to gravitate more towards the fact that I'm a wrestler than a musician, and it kind of bothers me.
Oh,
I'm
really?
Like, yeah, I'd rather be known for being a musician. I said that to her. I'm like, we were looking at grave plots today. I'm like, I want music notes on my grave plot, and I want this and I want that. And she's like, oh, well, we'll probably put like a wrestling, like a wrestling ring on one side and like music notes on the other. And I'm like, I'll forever be remembered as a pro wrestler by people. It was funny. We were in the airport the other morning checking in. It was like, 5-something in the morning, and some lady like stops right in the middle of things. She's like,
she recognized you from
yeah.
wrestling?
Yeah. And she's like, oh, I seen you on WWE and this and that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm just trying to check my bags in, lady. But
you're like, it's music. It's music.
Yeah. And that's what I told her. I'm like, she's like, where are you going? Like, you going to some arena or something? I'm like, actually, I'm going to I'm going to play on tour on the West Coast. And she's like, oh, you do have a guitar with you? I'm like, yes, I do. So
you're like, that's not to hit over people's
heads. Exactly. It's not a weapon, not a foreign object. So it's as much as some people would like.
Who was the one that actually hadn't like walked around? The honky tonk
man. Yeah. Yeah.
That is funny that you guys are talking about the honky tonk man. That is
well, that's
hilarious.
when I first got into it. It was early 80s and everything.
That was when
my brother used to be into it. And that's when your family was
That's
into it,
when
right?
my dad was wrestling. Yeah, the 80s. He started in 87 with the WWF, and my dad worked for the WW and the ECW and all that kind of stuff. And then like I said earlier, what I was saying was I was 18 years old and wanted to be a pro wrestler so damn bad, and everybody kept saying, you're gonna make a mistake with your life, don't do it, go to college, go to this, go to that, which I was like, I already knew college wasn't an option because I'm not that smart. But besides that, I was like, well, maybe I'll give it a shot. I really love it, and whatever else, nobody could tell me otherwise. And one thing led to the next, and 10 years of being a pro wrestler has had its ups and its staggering highs and staggering lows.
How does that compare to like your music stuff? Is it because you go on tours?
Yeah.
You travel.
Yeah, all the time.
Perform in front of people.
The only thing is with wrestling, it's like one night at a time. So it's not like how it is with music, where music you're on the road for so many days in a row.
And wrestling, can you?
No, wrestling, it's like one day you do your stuff, you fly back home, and then the next Saturday you go out and do it again, or the next Friday and Saturday. But usually the farthest we've ever traveled on the East Coast for wrestling was Buffalo, New York. From Baltimore to Buffalo, New York, it was 9.5 hours. I wrestled the Keenan Arena against the WWE Hall of Famer Hexall Jim Duggan, main event, and then drove straight back home right afterwards. And it was like literally we almost died. I'm like looking at my wife going, we almost died. I can't even believe that I still survived that night. And I did. And I did it all for you stupid,
me either,
crazy
man.
fans.
He usually like had that 2x4. He'd smack you up.
and he did.
That's what you're talking about.
He did have the 2x4 that night. If you go onto my Facebook page, which a lot of you folks, I don't know if you know me or not, but Brian Hardy.
Do it. Go check him out.
You'll see the pictures of me and Hexall Jim Duggan.
Yeah, I saw in what's with the blonde.
Yeah, the Baltimore Blondes. That was
Baltimore
a tag team
Blondes,
with my brother-in-law. So
yeah, your hair was like my color in that.
Yeah, which is crazy now too, because it's like my kids got like great uncles and a grandfather that's a pro wrestler and a dad that's a pro
your kids
wrestler.
into it?
They're really into it.
Oh, really?
Especially my son. He's 8 and he just absolutely loves it. Like it scares me because
You
he
should have done like a Batman wrestling character.
Well, I know like a lot of the wrestling, it ends up tying in with music a lot somehow.
It does all the time. I actually wrote an entire wrestling related music album. It's a punk album.
Oh, really?
It sounds
Is
really.
that out there anywhere?
No, not yet. It sounds really punk. It's 11 songs, and every single song, just like how every song on that CD is Batman themed, every single song on the CD that I'm working on is wrestling. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear
that one.
It's funny. It talks about like, I mean, I've wrestled some of the craziest places in the world. When I was a kid, I went to the Baltimore Arena all the time, and I swore like I'd go to see these wrestling shows at the arena, and I was like, I'm gonna wrestle there one day, and everybody was like, you're full of shit, kid. Like, you're never gonna do it. You suck, you know, this and that. And then it was like a couple weeks later. Oh, actually, a couple years later.
Who was the coolest, most stand-up wrestler to work with?
Well, my favorite of all time is Jerry the King Lawler, who I wrestled in a main event for 45 minutes. But I wouldn't say
45 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's the most stand-up guy that I've met.
Your wife is shaking her head.
we had dinner at KFC together before the match. But besides that, that's about it. He's one of my favorites.
So how did it transfer, or you like go from wrestling to music?
I was 10. I couldn't get a wrestling license when I was 10 years old.
You have to have a license for that?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's crazy. There's a whole lot of regulations.
Like an age limit? Is that what it is?
18. 18. You have to be 18 years old, have a wrestling license and stuff like that. It's like a bunch of different stuff. Like how people go to school, like to become a doctor, they go to like college and stuff like that. For wrestling, you have to go to a wrestling school to become like a pro wrestler.
No clue.
Like where you have to. Now you like
fancy underwear out and get in there and do it.
Yeah, you have to like train. Like you hit the ropes like a million times and take all these bumps and stuff. And I mean that's for months upon months upon months. That's what they call paying your dues and the rest.
So it's like hardening you up.
Yeah, pretty much. And like most people pay between like $3,000 and $5,000 to learn how to be a professional wrestler, and some of them never even see that money back in a lifetime, and some do. I mean, some make millions off of it. But I was 10. I was absolutely obsessed with you know, at the time wrestling. I couldn't get a wrestling license until I was 18, and I got a guitar from my grandparents for my 10th Christmas, and everybody else was really into like 90s pop music at the time and stuff. And I'm not even gonna sit here and lie and act like I don't like the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, because I totally jammed to that in the car.
Okay, I don't want to hear that.
but totally jammed to that in the car sometimes when I'm by myself. But just the real deal though was like I fell in love with the Ramones. It was like 3 chords and Johnny Ramone striking, you know, crazy guitar licks and stuff like that. And then from there it stemmed out Screeching Weasel and the Queers. And at the time, I don't even remember the download site. It wasn't Napster, but LimeWire. I was just downloading like every punk band I could possibly get my hands on.
LimeWire, that hasn't been around for a little while.
Years. It was really popular back then in like 2001, 2002, and I just started downloading like all these different punk bands and really got into it. And then after that, it was like I was just hooked, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to play 2-minute songs with lots of downstroking guitars. And
did you understand that was punk rock?
Yeah.
Or did you just like that style?
Hold on, because the Ramones themselves referred to themselves as like
pop. Yeah,
they didn't consider themselves punk rock.
Yeah, it's weird.
A lot of bands that we actually spoke to and that have like they used to practice the mask and stuff in LA, they didn't consider them, and at CBGB's they didn't consider them punk when they first started either.
No,
they were making fun of them.
Yeah, there was so many. That's the thing, they dogged them so bad. There were so many different bands, and it's crazy because like I like the Clash, I like the Sex Pistols, I like the Ramones and stuff like that, but constantly in Maryland it's the fight of who was the first punk band. Like who really was the first punk band?
So
Chuck Berry.
We actually on the Tuesday. I wish Dutchie was here. He'll be here shortly. But on the Tuesday show, we have that conversation all the time about, because he's from England, so he thinks of like the late 70s.
Yeah,
punk
but
rock.
he was like, "Who the hell is Black Flag?" He moved over here. He's like, "Who the fuck is Black Flag?"
Yeah, he joined a cover band, and he's like, and they asked him to play Black Flag. He's like, "Who's Black Flag?"
Like, no,
but then the same thing.
I mean, I love you, Dutchie, but yeah, there's a lot of bands he didn't know, like because he's from over there. He didn't know about him over here, and over here they were just like huge.
Well, that's the cool thing about working with him though too, is now I know a lot of English bands that I didn't know, and he knows. You know, like, it's really cool.
Yeah, it was just that was what attracted me to it. I was the kid in school that always got picked on constantly and treated like crap, and I know that sounds like such a cliche, but it's so true.
You're a wrestler. Could you just kick their ass?
Now I probably could. Well, it's funny because now like they're all like taking my order at the Burger King lines, and they're like, "Hey Brian, like we always knew you were gonna do it," and I'm like, "You guys are so full of shit."
Okay, we got another call. Let's see who's calling this time. Maybe another fan.
Let's patch him through.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? This is Max, Martinsburg, West Virginia. Max from Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Max, you want a CD?
I also had a wrestling question.
Oh, he's got wrestling questions.
What's up, man? How are you doing today?
Hey, what's up? I've seen you wrestle before quite a few times. Saw you wrestle with your pops.
Awesome.
Saw you with the Baltimore Blondes. Didn't get to go see Jerry Lawler.
Oh man, that was a great match. we'll have to hook up. I'll have to get you a copy of that on DVD. It was awesome.
I am an aspiring wrestler myself right now. I just wanted to know what kind of advice you have on breaking into the business early and how it was for you, because I know you're a top 500 wrestler, and you know it's a tough business, but I just want to know how was for you getting in.
How old are you, man?
I'm 23.
23. All right, you got plenty of time. That's what I tell everybody. As long as you're not like 60 and trying to get into the business. No, you're cool. 23 is a perfect age to get into the business. Do you drink beer?
Yeah.
I would definitely drink a lot of beer.
What does beer have to do with it?
It numbs the pain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you serious?
Are
the wrestlers drunk?
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm not gonna tell you like take painkillers or any of that kind of stuff. I'd stay away from that shit.
I've had 5 family members die.
Yeah,
Last some painkillers.
Yeah, you don't want to get hooked in that kind of stuff, man, and that's all what the wrestling business is. But truth be told, enroll in a wrestling school, do your homework on like Google and stuff like that. Enroll into a school that isn't just going to take your money for the sake of taking your money. The Dudley Boys have a great school in Florida. The WWE Performance Center is really good, and there's a couple other places out there. I've been known to train like 5 or 6 guys right now, different point in times. But find somebody that you really trust, that you wouldn't mind spending your money on and getting a good education from. Do that kind of stuff, and yeah, man.
So what about Brian's music? Have you heard his music?
Yeah, a little bit. I heard it today when I was looking up to see when he was going to wrestle again. And I listened to some music, and I liked it, and I was on Instagram, and I saw that he also makes entering music.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he'll totally do an entry song maybe someday. Huh?
Yeah, dude. Like, definitely.
Dude, he should, because right now I don't have one. I just, like, my character is kind of a little bit wild. You know, it's a hardcore style. So, you know,
what's your wrestling name? What's your wrestling name?
Huh?
What's your name?
The Sodomizer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. What's your finishing move?
What's the finishing
move? My finishing move is called the Wild Ride. It's basically a Bronco Buster, but I stick a big black dildo in my mouth when I do it.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Rocket.
That's showmanship.
Man.
I think that will go down as like the top 5 moments in WrestleMania history if you use that finish.
Yeah, but it's tough because I don't have a song.
Well,
what's a song?
And you know,
I can write that song for you, just as long as you don't do that finishing move on me.
it doesn't touch you. It just touches me.
Okay, Max. Thanks so much for calling in.
Thanks, man.
And if you want that CD,
right.
go to the Look What Cat Dragged In page and put your address there, and I'll send it to you.
Hey man, if you want to party sometime, just let me know.
Right on, dude.
Okay, thanks, Max. Bye-bye.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
The Sodomizer.
That one you don't. That's like the Rikishi stink face, man. You don't want to have
You
that
don't
one done
want
on you.
any part of
What's
that.
the Rikishi I don't know that.
That's an ass that's this big, like in your face.
That's like an
It's just
ass the
getting
size of that table right there.
Oh my god.
just getting smashed in there, and you don't know what he had in catering like 3 hours before the match or anything like that. So, yeah, kind of crazy.
Wow, yeah. So you know what? You're right. You have like a lot of wrestling fans.
Yeah, the wrestling.
That's crazy.
They're weird. I love them for all you wrestling.
That's good,
fans
though.
Yeah,
out
no,
there
it's good.
listening,
It's good,
but-
and then they are listening to your music. He
Yeah.
said he listened to it and he liked it.
Yeah, it's
So-
that's the harder part though. Is a lot of these.
But he did
folks
bring up
just-
a point. Like you do entry tracks for some
Yeah.
of these wrestlers, huh?
Yeah, definitely. So I actually just did a couple like within the last 2 weeks. They just started posting them on there, and basically a way to make extra cash on the side instead of having to work grueling crazy hours. I just write theme music for wrestling people.
Nice.
So it keeps me involved.
And you wrote a theme music.
You want to take another
song
call
for-
real quick and then maybe bust out some music?
Well, I think we're gonna take a call. Then we're gonna do Dave Klein.
Okay.
And then when we come back, I think I want. Speaking of theme songs,
Let's see who's
Yeah,
this.
'cause he did a rap
Let's
one.
see who this is here.
Hold on, let's see.
You're on Chaotic Radio Live with Brian Hardy. Who's this?
Hello. Bad phone line. Hello.
Check.
Hello?
There we go.
Okay, who is
I want to talk. Is Mike home?
Mike? Okay, you're on the air with
Matt.
Brian. Oh, Matt.
Max. It's Max. Tell I got to talk to Mike.
Mike. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's no Mike here.
Nah, you think you got the wrong number, bud. You're
Bye
calling.
bye. Chaoticradio.com. Look what Cat dragged in DIY
I need
unsigned.
some weed, man.
And we got Brian
Mike,
Hardy
quit fucking around. I need some weed.
live in studio, who's gonna be playing us some more music. I think we're gonna do Dave Klein's weird, wacky weather news, then go to commercial, and then probably come back soon. So it's a little informal. Well, it's always informal, never proper, but it's a little different today. So, but we're having a great time.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun learning a lot. I didn't know. My brother watched wrestling. I didn't know a lot of this stuff.
I'm gonna write a book. Like I said, I'm not that smart, but I have started to work on a book.
You're smart enough to get yourself out here on tour, and it's just crazy. We'll talk about that later too.
Yeah.
You took your kids for the first
Yeah,
part.
we'll talk about that after the break. But
Awesome.
we got about maybe 5-10 minutes before break time if you want to.
Well, Dave, well, if you want to do a song, we're waiting for Dave to play. Dave to call.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want some music, girl.
Yeah,
I want to hear some more Brian Hardy.
He wants more Brian Hardy. Let's hear it. Let's do some acoustic. We're waiting for Dave Klein's Weird Wacky Weather and News.
Messing up your studio.
Nah, it's all good. I heard someone was puking in here the other night. That's what I heard.
That's dangerous stuff,
Yeah.
man. Fans get to hear me tuning.
Kaoticradio.com. Look what Kat dragged in. Live with Brian Hardy in studio. I still have some more of those CDs to give away, so give us a call, 909-360-8330.
I backed up all of my movies and I sold off all my CDs. Now I'm going through my vinyl to see which ones that I don't need. I burned way too many bridges, used up most of my lifelines. Trouble always seems to surround me, cause the good is hard to find. She's crying her eyes. I'm selling all my treasure, she's drying her eyes, giving away my guilty pleasures. She says a prayer, one day things will change. We will soon be better, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Remember that old Gibson that I had 2 years ago? Sold it off to fuel the car and keep the lights on in the home. I spent all my extra money inking up most of my skin, cause if the debt collectors want me, they'll have to cut off both my limbs. She's crying her eyes. While I'm selling all my treasures, she's drying her eyes, giving away my guilty pleasures. She says a prayer that one day things will change, we will soon be better. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Crying her eyes. While I'm selling all my treasures, she's drying her eyes, giving away her guilty pleasures. She says a prayer that one day things will change, and we will soon be better. But desperate times call for desperate measures. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
And that was Desperate Times Call for Desperate Measures by Brian Hardy, live in studio on Look What Kat Dragged In. And I believe it's time for our Dave Klein's Weird, Wacky Weather and News. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. I failed today.
Oh, where's my thing?
Because I failed. I got distracted by a crazy stalker, and I left all my computer and everything at home, so I'll have it next week. I like that song.
Okay. Well, we'll have Tiki Bear to announce it. Tiki Bear.
Tiki Bear. Kitty.
She sniffed the phone.
This is Dave Klein. Dave Klein's Weird, Wacky Weather and Knows. That is the Dave Klein of Agent Orange. Hey, Dave, we have Brian Hardy in studio with us today. Did you get to hear any of his music?
No, I haven't. I've been working on stuff all day.
At DaveKleinRecording.com?
Yeah. Actually, and I was upgrading my internet, so it was both the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Brian Hardy's out here from Maryland.
Oh, cool.
I think you'll like his band. It's his music's got a lot of the CD I have here. Actually, I'll save you one. It's called Road to Gotham, and it has like Batman theme songs. And there's a song called Crazy for Catwoman that I like. And there's another song that goes, I want to be Batman. Oh.
Well, that's rad. Check it out.
and I sing it all the time. And he was a pro wrestler, like WWE.
Really?
Yeah, with the Hardy Boys.
Wow.
You know the Hardy Boys, right? Dave.
Yeah.
You know the Hardy Boys wrestlers?
Yeah.
That's his family.
Oh, crazy. That's cool.
Yeah. So he's a musician and a wrestler. So tell us. We're going to say hi. Say hi, Brian.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I love your wacky weather report every time I'm listening to Chaotic Radio.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, some weeks are better than others.
That's what you guys should have done. You should have went and visited Dave at DaveKleinRecording. They were in LA today, seeing the sights and seeing the graves of famous people and stuff. They should have went by DaveKleinRecording.com.
Who did you guys go see?
We went and saw Johnny Ramone and Dee Dee Ramone. They weren't up to very much today. And Richie Valens.
Nice day out.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's what I kept saying. But I guess you guys see that type of weather down here all the time.
Wait, so I didn't know Richie Valens is buried out here.
Yeah, and I don't know the name of the cemetery.
There's some weird and wacky news for you, brother.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Exactly. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah,
that's for next week's report.
Yep.
It kind of made me sad because there was like nobody like hovering around his grave, and then I remembered that I'm like one of the only people in the 1950s music, so it's all good.
Oh, you picked an off day.
Yeah, that's right.
Thursday.
Everybody's at work. So
He played a song at the gravestone. He played Donna.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
That's the Mission Cemetery in San Fernando.
So how long are you guys out here for?
We're here until Sunday. Sunday night, we're I do my last gig in San Diego, and then we fly back Monday afternoon.
So where are you guys playing at?
They played the Doll Hut last night. Woohoo!
Yeah, we did the Doll Hut last night. I'm here playing on air now. And then tomorrow I'm at the Doll Hut again, and then Saturday night I'm at the Blacklight District, and Sunday I am at the Tower Bar in San Diego.
Oh, cool. Well, everybody go to the shows.
Thanks, man. I greatly
That's my
appreciate
advice.
it. Thank you.
Yeah. So Dave, tell us about the weird, wacky weather and news.
All right. Well, today is April 27th. So you know what that means.
What?
Tomorrow's April 28th. Yesterday's April 26th.
And
so
it's 7 days after 420.
Let's go in the Wayback Machine back to 1991.
Way back.
It was David Ozzio won the Firestone World Bowling Tournament of Champions. Woo! So that brings me to some exciting bowling stuff, too.
Tell us about bowling.
Well, I have a bowling alley haiku for you, because I haven't done a haiku in a long time.
I know, I miss the haikus.
So you ready for this haiku?
Yes, do it.
Are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Are you ready?
Maybe.
Are you ready?
No, not yet.
Okay, let me know you're ready.
Now.
Okay. Pins drive me crazy. The 10 pins lazy go down, let lying around.
Yay!
That's it. It's really exciting stuff.
You did one time about my furry boots on the beach like a caveman, and it was rad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's like the chaotic one.
Yep.
So I have a couple sayings about bowling. I don't know why I just started researching bowling while I do this to the internet stuff. So it's not how you bowl, it's how you roll.
Oh.
And split happens.
Oh,
okay.
I like
So
that.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's good.
On to some birthdays today.
Mm-hmm.
Today is Walter Lantz. He was the creator of Woody Woodpecker.
Oh.
He was an animator. He's obviously not alive anymore. Today is Casey Kasem's birthday.
Oh, really?
American Top 40. He was born in Detroit, Michigan. Also, it's Ace Frehley's birthday from that stupid band Kiss.
Yeah,
and
that damn band, yeah.
I hate Kiss. And also, it's Marco Perroni. He was the guitarist from Adam and the Ants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Way
Marco, okay.
cooler than Kiss.
Yeah,
I don't care
actually,
if people like Kiss.
I agree.
I don't know why. Kiss is like gross, but Adam and the Ants is awesome. So anyway, there's some holidays today. Today is Babe Ruth Day, National Prime Rib Day. I don't know if they're related. Take your daughter to work today and tell a story day.
Are you just telling us stories now? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I took my daughter to work. We're going to have some prime rib and
a baby
I'm going to get fat like Babe Ruth. Have a Baby Ruth.
Or is it a Baby Ruth?
What's that?
Or is it a Baby Ruth? Or is it?
I don't know. I found one at the bottom of a pool.
I don't know if you should eat that.
Yeah. Here it is. Hey, it's okay. Anyway,
just dust that off. It'll be fine. Try it up.
So, as you know, Agent Orange is a hiatus.
Yes.
Mr. Palm got through his surgery with flying colors. There's still a there is still a
GoFundMe.
yeah, a GoFundMe up for him. So
I
if anybody
posted it on my
would like
page.
Hey, let Mike know, man. If he needs a fill-in, I'll totally play guitar.
Okay. we're auditioning kazoo players right now.
Awesome. I'm totally down.
So this is on to our weather portion of this report, this fabulous professional report.
Yep.
So today in Los Angeles, home of Dave Klein Recording.com,
Yes.
it's sunny. It's windy.
It's sunny.
It's warm. It's pleasant because I'm inside and I'm not outside. Today's high is 85, low of 59. The weekend will warm to a sunny 87, low of 55. Orange County weather, which is stupidly very close to LA because it's only about an hour away. Today's high is 81, low of 57. The weekend will get up to 89, 54 with some windy conditions in Orange County. Yeah. And then in Rancho Cucamonga, home of Kaotic Radio, it's a high of 82, low of 58. In studio today, it's whimsically, magically rainbowish.
Kind
I don't know what that means.
Actually, it is kind of rainbowish. Yeah.
I don't know why I said that, but I did, and I wrote it down, and I read it.
You know, we live stream on YouTube now.
Oh, you do? Really?
Yeah, go to Kaotic Radio on YouTube. You'll see me waving at you.
Oh, Dr. Kaotic on the YouTube on the hyperspace.
Yep.
So that's my fabulous report for this week.
Awesome.
As always, DaveKleinRecording.com.
Yep.
And you guys have a good weekend. Have some good shows, and
Yeah, and
see you guys next week.
I'll have your song next week. It was just all weird this week. But.
Yeah, I'll send you the short one too. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, that way I'm not lost in that little beat. I love that little beat.
Well, I should leave it then. That's a dumb thing. That's a thing I made up like a long time ago, and I just did it. So
oh yeah, it gets stuck in your head.
That's called robot drum solo.
Robot drum solo.
That's the name of the song. It has nothing to do with the drum solo, but that's the name of the song. Anyway.
Okay.
All right.
We'll talk next week.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Well, we got to take a break right now, so we're gonna take a break, and then we'll be back with more Brian Hardy, including that awesome theme song that you made, Brian, which I absolutely love. So, Mr. Anarchist, do you want me to play a song, or you just want to go straight to break?
No, we got to go straight to break.
We'll be back in a little bit. Kaoticradio.com. Give us a call. I still have more CDs to give away. 909-360-8330. Back in a few. Meow.
When the normal BS just won't do. Kaoticradio.com.
What up, young man? Nice to meet you. What's new?
I told him you played that song.
Fuck yeah, now I didn't know. I didn't know she. She That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's the good one. Yeah, that's a shitty one. That's the funny one.
Seconds.
Is that the songwriter? That wasn't the songwriter.
I'm not sure if he was.
Yeah.
I said. On the edge.
No. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. That's the thing.
Oh, really? I think I'm gonna come back with his.
When you change your dress, hair as well. Yeah. It's all the same. Fucking dumb.
Mine was like.
How'd you talk?
Hey, we're the Bastards, and you're listening to Look What the Cat Dragged In on chaoticradio.com.
Hello, welcome back to Look What Cat Dragged In on chaoticradio.com. I love that Bastards thing, Dutchie. Dutchie's here with us now. Do I have you? Did I push your buttons?
Yeah, I think you've got to.
Oh, there we go.
Is it up? There we go.
I got
Getting used to it after
I always
fucking
get it
2
up
years.
for you, Dutchie.
Yeah, I have the same problem.
Oh, I forget his
Getting
kid.
up
I
for me.
forget Brian's kids are listening.
That's all good. They're probably in bed now.
Okay.
So if not, fair. It's fair fucking game. So
Listen,
it's all
Look What
good.
Cat Dragged In. We have Brian Hardy live in studio, and he's been doing some great acoustic stuff. And Dutchie is now joining us, and the anarchist back there in the sound booth. I think he probably went out for a cigarette.
True engineer at Chaotic. Fucking never there when the phone rings. I love it when the engineers go, I'm just fucking going out for. Who's going to answer the phone then? Fuck them.
Speaking
I
of
hope your
which,
kid's in bed now. I say fuck
yeah,
a lot.
because that's Dutchie's on. Well, you know, I haven't said one dirty joke today.
You need to say it then. Break the silence.
I have to think. I can't just be forced with my jokes. I have to think. The other kid, Dutchie and I were over at the station the other day. It was Tuesday, and I had Brian sent me a song a couple weeks ago. I went home after the show. He had called in. I went home after the show. I got in the bathtub and he says, check your email. I checked my email and I was like, oh my God. I was giddy like a little girl with this song. I was so excited about the song. And then I sent it to you, Dutchie, and I didn't hear anything back. And I was like, why? It's a good song. Why haven't I heard anything back? So what happened is he just skipped over my messages and didn't check and he didn't see it. And the other day, Tuesday, we were in here and we're sitting in his little Love Shack room back there. And I told him the song and he's wait, let me hear this song. So he put it on the Bluetooth and then he jumps up and down. He's like, wait, you gotta call this fucker. Call him now.
That's after Tuesday's show.
That's your jam now.
Yeah, we'd had a few. Yeah. But it totally fit in. It fucking fits right in with what the station is all about and kind of wants to sound like, you know?
Yeah, that's why I was hoping you'd be here today and I wanted to bring you on the show because
Have you played it yet?
No, I'm gonna play it right now. I have my finger on the button. So, but yeah, it's very special and it's really cool.
When did you write it?
Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Go ahead, Dutchie.
When did you write it?
Probably 5 minutes after I got off the phone with you guys.
That's why I was
legit. I got off the phone with you guys and I was like, they're so cool. I'm just gonna write them a theme song.
That's fucking cool as fuck. Thank you, man.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's so between the time I left the station and by the time it takes me an hour and 10 minutes to get home. So by that time I get home, he says check your email. I get in the bath, I relax, and I'm like, oh, the song, so rad. So here we are on chaoticradio.com. Look what Cat Dragged In with Brian Hardy with the Chaotic Radio theme song.
Hanging out, surfing sand, babies and dudes. Really don't
Oh my gosh, you don't even know. Okay, when I heard that song, I got excited when you said if you have nothing else to do, listen to Look What the Cat Dragged. And then I heard that and I was like, oh my God. I even told Dutchie, I said, wait for it.
Yeah, and we only played it 15, 20 times.
Really loud.
Fucking really loud. We're like two little kids.
I think there was a show going on in here, and I'm sure they probably heard it on their show.
I'm flattered. That's awesome, man.
Well, I know that every time I go to commercial from now on Friday's show.
Are you going to play that?
That's what I'm going to commercial with every fucking time.
He has a show Friday, 7 to 8 RPM, and it's all classic punk rock.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was rad to hear that.
Yeah, it's, I've been
and like you like the style of music you like. That's perfect.
Yeah, it is. It sounds very 77 through 80 punk. You're a young kid.
Yeah,
he's a
born in 1990. I'm 26.
Yeah, he's a baby.
No, I didn't realize.
And he's already had a wrestling career.
I know. Yeah,
which is crazy.
I'm like post-retired now. It's like retired and post-retired. I'm post-retired.
And I like how they how you said earlier on. I kind of got dragged in to being, the family was restless.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was never really, I don't want to say it was never really something I wanted because I loved watching it as a kid, but I kind of didn't expect to do it. I liked music a lot. Like I really loved music a lot, and that's what I want to be remembered.
Did they try and discourage you from the music, or did they just encourage both?
Well, see, this is the weird thing. My dad's side of the family was all pro wrestlers. My mom's side of the family was all musicians. So it was like my grandmother and my mom and everybody else were all singers and piano players, and my uncle was a guitar player, and it was just like, they're like, you just do it and you're good at whatever the hell you do. You just pick it up and do it. And I'm like, I guess it works.
That's punk rock, right, Betchy?
Yeah.
You pick it up and you do it.
You pick it up and try.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do it. When it's the moment I walk out of this room, they're giving me shit for not being able to play a song. They said, a fucking year ago we gave it. You own a fucking punk radio station. The fuck? I'm useless. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, Sid Vicious was useless, right?
But Sid,
I'm better than Sid, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sid's amazing, though. He'll always go down in history.
Yep. I love Sid, so yeah.
And then I got confused when I started doing searches when internet came along, and there was a fucking wrestler called Sid Vicious. And like,
yes, there was.
You cannot steal that name.
There was.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I forgot about it till now, but yeah.
But he's nowhere near as good as Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols. And Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols would have kicked Sid Vicious from WCW's ass.
He'd have stabbed him with a broken bowl.
Yeah, he would have. He would have.
Oh, what are you looking at?
Now, Brian Hardy has a DIY label. Like, remember Robbie Cleary from Bellingham with his N70 records?
Yeah.
He does the same thing in Maryland.
What label?
Mola Records.
What does that stand for, MOLA?
Okay, Mola. In the shortest form, it's our 4 children, Malibu, Owen, Lacey, Allison. Mola Records.
I like that.
That's what I tell everybody that I like. So Kaotic Radio, I like them, so that's what I'm going to tell them. Anybody else, I just make it sound really stupid. I say it's music of legendary artists.
There we go. That works too.
So that's not real. But
you're 26.
26.
4 kids.
4 kids.
Gonna have some more then?
No more.
Bullshit.
He took his kids with him on tour on the East Coast.
She got neutered.
Yeah,
I didn't ask if she was gonna have any more. I asked if you were.
No. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
So this is the missus.
This is the missus.
See, I didn't, because I kind of rushed in between.
Yes, we've been together.
That she just thought I had another girlfriend. That's all.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. We've been together since I was 15 years old. I checked myself out of English class in 12th grade to go get married to her.
That's cool. Wow, how old were you when you got married?
17.
Wow, and how old is the missus?
She's 3 years older than me because she's always the cradle robber.
Was it illegal? Is it illegal? Under 18?
It was illegal. At the time. Well, Oh, I was emancipated. That shit, I don't know. Maryland state law is crazy, but either way, we had a bunch of people that were like, we could send her to prison for that. And I'm like,
really?
She's hot, and I love her, and I dare you, because I'll punch your head off.
Yeah, I'm a wrestler.
Yeah, I was going to say. So now, these years later, everybody's like, they're never going to last like 2 days, and here we are. We've been married for 9 years and together for 12.
It seems like she supports you with everything you do.
She's awesome with everything I freaking do. It's like, I could literally be like, I'm going to sit here and take a shit and you're not going to do anything about it. And she'd be like, I'll support you to the fullest.
I'll bring you toilet paper.
If you need toilet paper, I'll be right there, babe. She's awesome.
That's a good lady.
Yeah.
That's a good lady.
I've never heard anyone put it that way before.
She's a keeper.
I get the point.
She's a keeper, that's for sure.
So. That's cool. And this tour you're doing now, this is a crazy ass little.
Well, he had his kids with him on the East Coast.
And the kids were fun. They were like,
I showed you the picture of his son with the little jacket like his.
Yeah. The kids were fun. They kept us busy. So we try to do like different stuff and family oriented. My kids are homeschooled. So that's another thing is people are like, oh man, like your kids don't go to a public school. And I'm like, no, they're homeschooled. Why? Because we want them to see the world. Like we want them to see different things. We want them to be able to do cool shit with us. So we're not the normal parents. That's the only thing is like, you know, we get a lot of slack because they're like, your kids have no structure in their life. And we're like, our kids are going to not be burdens to society and they're going to be really fucking cool. And it's just how it is.
I'm the parent and I have no fucking structure in life. Leave me alone. I'm a rock star and a wrestler.
That's right.
Beat that, you fuckers.
So your bands, the bands that you have with Mola Records.
Yes.
Do you go find them? They find you? How's that work?
It's a little bit of both. The band, there's 2 artists right now that I'm on a kick with. There's a band out of Brazil called Flanders 72.
You're gonna have to send me these because this is DIY all over the world. So
yes.
I'm sure I get a lot of these bands.
Yes, and all these bands nobody would have ever heard of. Like they've never been on any previous record labels or anything like that. Flanders 72 is a DIY band from Brazil. They are amazing. They're on our new Mola comp that comes out next month. They have a song called.
Are they on Bandcamp?
I don't know about that. I know they're on YouTube for sure, and I know they're on.
Is it good quality? On
Spotify. Yes, they have music videos on YouTube actually. But Flanders 72 from Brazil is absolutely awesome. I'm on a big kick with them. There's another artist out of New Zealand by the name of Tony Smith. And it's like
I've heard of Tony Smith. I can't think of I don't know.
His band was called Sex, Lies, and Video Games. They had a song called The Runaways, and they were absolutely amazing. There's another artist that played in the band Sex, Lies, and Video Games with him called Chaz Valentine, which is one of my wife's favorite artists. He is absolutely amazing too. And we just try to find bands from inside of the United States and outside of the United States that
that's like my show. That's the same thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where they're from. If their stuff's good and we like them, we're gonna do good stuff with them. If they suck, we kind of aren't gonna show them time of day. So
yeah, it's similar to what I do here. Okay, we have another phone call. Let's see who's calling. You have lots of fans. Hello. You're live with Brian Hardy on Look What Kat Dragged in Kaotic Radio.
Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
Is that a superhero?
That's
I know fucking Commissioner Gordon. Jesus, Kat.
I dig that
guy, right?
He's the commissioner for the Batman television show. What's your name, man?
Hello.
You're such a pain, you're such a pain.
Someone's a huge fan of your stuff.
I dig that. Cool, man. Well, thanks for listening in.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. This show we've had the most phone calls and the most bizarre phone calls. It's rad.
Bizarre. I got along with that. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard about the sodomizer, right?
No, I missed that one. That's when I ran in the store to get all the beer.
That was a finisher move.
There's a guy that said
he was ready to do some serious damage to somebody's face with his penis, his genitals.
Nice.
And he wanted Brian to write a theme song.
Foreign object, technically.
Well, he wanted you to write a theme because you guys have theme songs when you walk in, right?
Yeah, wrestling theme songs.
Yeah, so he wanted him to write a theme song about the sodomizer.
See, if he would have stayed on the air long enough, he could have gotten me to make his theme song. Then he could have got her to make his wrestling tights.
Oh, you make wrestling tights?
Seamstress extraordinaire.
I know a guy that's gonna want some kind of tight animal print pants from you.
There you go.
Yeah, it might be that the anarchist might be back to begging you for it. Yeah.
I was gonna
put his name right on the booty.
Oh my god, we might have to do something like that. Yeah. So your message, Flanders 72. I mean, you mentioned them. I'm sorry.
Yes, and actually, to be honest, while we're on talking about them real fast, not only are they on the Mola comp, but they are releasing a new CD. They're going on tour in Europe next month.
And where are they from? They're from Brazil.
They're from Brazil. Yep. And they're going on tour. They'll be out on the road for about a month, and we're releasing a Flanders 72, kind of like a greatest hits type deal. They've had 4 albums so far, so we're putting the best Flanders 72 songs together, and we're releasing that as the second.
So do you
Mola
manage
CD
them as
ever.
well, or is it just the label?
It's just the label that we're putting out releases for them and stuff. They do all their own stuff themselves, so we like to keep it that way though.
Well, I pulled up on YouTube one of their songs. It's the Lazy song. I don't know if you know it or not. Flanders 72.
Yeah, I don't know about that one or not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play it. We'll see. We'll play a little bit and see if you want me to keep playing it or not. Is that
yeah, sure. Sounds
CaoticRadio.com, Flanders 72 on Look What Kat Dragged In. So they're talking about something. There we go.
Ah, então vou tocar mais uma música, então, o pessoal da feitoria de Canoas aqui. Só que essa a gente vai precisar de uma ajudinha aqui, com a mãozinha assim, ó. Que nem fazem lá na feitoria, assim, tá ligado? Vitor, mãozinha pra... Mãozinha aí, pra cá, aí. Oh, wake up early in the morning, night go back to bed. My mom says I'm lazy, I don't give a shit. All my friends are working, why all night not around? That says go get a job, I'll say no stars to I don't get it now on my back. God made me like why fight you get around you say oh man that's all I
Kaotic.com. That was the Young Rushells, and that was Not Any Use. And they're off of your record label, Momo Records,
they're
right?
awesome. That's their new single. They are absolutely amazing. They're from New York. And
I like a lot of New York bands.
Shout out to the Young Rushells, man. Love those
We
guys.
have another phone call. You're live on KaoticRadio.com with Brian Hardy. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello.
That's the kids of Baltimore, and I'm on tour, and I love to stay.
You have a huge fan, Brian.
You guys are crazy.
Commissioner Gordon.
love your voice, man. Amazing.
Okay. Thanks for calling chaoticradio.com.
Thanks. Fuck off.
Oh, that's hilarious. He must really like the Commissioner Gold Gordon.
Ooh. That's the new single.
Right there?
Yep.
Yep.
There, I got you, lady. Don't worry.
You got it? Yeah, the anarchist is in control today.
Hold on. Let's see if this works out. Do we got time for one song?
Yeah, live.
Cool.
We still have half an hour left. Who's that?
we got
Is
about a half
the
hour.
IE Happy Hour show, right? Is next? That's you.
20 minutes. 25.
The alcohol show. They drink alcohol on the air. Like we don't.
This is a little 20-second song. This one goes for that guy. Commissioner Gordon, you rock man. Commissioner Gordon again. Commissioner Gordon, you're hanging out with Batman, man. Oh yeah, Commissioner Gordon, to save Gotham City again.
That's Brian Hardy on Look What Cat Dragged In. ChaoticRadio.com. You made me giggle.
So you got to work Chaotic Radio in there so we can use that as a stinger too.
Oh, we can make one. We can make like 20 of those.
The scary thing is, it sounded like it was you actually calling in after you sang that fucking song.
Right? That's what I was thinking. I was
like,
a huge fan.
When that guy called in, what key was he singing in? I think it was D.
He was waiting for you to sing that song.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well,
now we're asking, call back. What do you think of his song?
No, don't call back.
Sing along.
You want to buy that as a single?
We got to hear a song about Dutchie the punk DJ on Chaotic.
Nah, we good. We're good.
He said we're good.
Do you make up songs all the time like that?
On the fly.
Do you sing them to your kids?
Yeah.
Your wife has her eyes really big and she's nodding her head.
My kids could get angry about like the tiniest stuff like us.
Oh my God, you turn around with the song.
And, go clean your room. But Dad, I really don't feel like. Go clean your room, please. Go clean your room. Oh, whoa. You know, like they're like,
does that work? They turn around and just
they're rolling their eyes and they're like, oh, Mom, shut him up. He's so annoying. God.
So not only can you sing them a song to where they leave you alone, you can put them in a little chokehold too, right?
Hell yeah. And then after that, put them in timeout because they didn't like the song or clean their room.
Power bomb them into the corner.
That's the raddest dad ever.
Keeping it real.
Do they think it's rad though?
My son does. He gets to meet like every famous wrestler he's ever wanted to, from like John Cena.
That's like a kid's. That's like
whatever.
A kid's dream.
Now my daughter's different. Like she wanted to do things like I'm being completely honest. I'm completely underground about everything. I am not a fan of the Warped Tour.
I agree.
I don't know why, but I'm not a fan of the Warped Tour.
Well, it's not punk rock anymore.
And it's pay to get on. It's pay to win.
Yeah. So
the more you pay, you win.
My friends in the band Teenage Bottle Rocket were on Warped Tour this past summer, and I had no interest in going at all. But my kids were like, "Dad, could you please get us backstage to the Warped Tour?" So I put in a call to my buddy Ray from Bottle Rocket and got them backstage to the Warped Tour. So like my daughter loves doing stuff like that. I took my son backstage to Marky Ramone with us, and it was like,
oh, do you like that?
He brags all the time about that. He's like, people.
And I bet
like,
half his friends don't even know who he's talking about.
Well,
right?
no, the parents usually do, and the parents are like, the Ramones are dead, and I'm like, no, not Marky, and they're like, yeah, he's lying, like Owen's probably lying, and I'm like, not really, and then
I'm gonna say something now that might piss a few people off. Of all the dead Ramones, he's the one who should be fucking dead. He's the one who fucked up the Ramones.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
I walked out of the Ramones because of him. And if you read their documentaries, or not read them, if you watch their documentaries, you'll know why.
Yeah. It's
anyway, just my take. Oh shit! I don't want to piss anyone. Yeah,
no, it's
That's
fine.
You always piss people off, and it's all good. We all love you, anyways.
CJ Ramone, I loved her.
Yes,
I've got my personal opinions on the Ramones that are still alive.
So, what do you think of Marky Ramone? Because I've never met him. I'm just going musically.
Let's put it this way: in a little bit of time that we hung out with him, he was really nice to us. Now, every single friend that I even have some friends here in California that were like, "Man, he was such a jerk when we met him. Like, he was just a butthole to us." We caught him on a really good day. I think his tour manager had even said that he never does that for anybody, and he saw my son and just wanted to pull us backstage and invite us right into his dressing room, and we sat there and
I
hung
see
out
your
with him
son.
and
He
stuff
wears
like
his
that.
little leather jacket. He looks like a little Ramone.
Yeah, he rocks Social D shirt and all that kind
he
of
looks
stuff
like a
all
little
the time.
mini Ramone.
He's a good kid, but
probably why it tugs at their heartstrings a little bit.
He had all his, he has all his buttons on his jacket.
All the time.
And are those all local bands that you book and stuff?
usually, yeah. He that's the thing. Like he doesn't listen to the same type of music that like a normal kid his age, an 8-year-old would listen to. They're all listening into that pop BS and all that other kind of stuff. which I mean, hey, that's cool, whatever. But it's like my son will name a band and people will be like, who is that? And he'll be like, oh, my dad's friends with them. It's cool, you know. And
yeah, my son does the same thing. He takes the bands that I book and stuff, and he has his little backpack for school. He's 11, has all like the. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
he refers to the bad punk rock as Disney punk.
Yeah, he does. He says, Mom, that's Disney punk.
Who does?
My son.
Yeah?
My 11-year-old, yeah.
I think I get a lot of bad rap for that. Just, I mean, we talk about wrestling all the time, but it's like wrestling is whatever. But as far as punk rock and music goes, it's like everyone always, you know, like her dad constantly calls me Disney rock. He's like, you're Disney rock, man. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm Disney rock. I'm like, but a lot of the stuff that I do is pretty punk rock. I'm like, so regardless of the music, I was like, I've been known to, I mean, she tells me all the time, she's like, it's crazy. Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash. You guys got the Johnny Cash poster in here, but I am the closest living, breathing thing to Johnny Cash today. And
do you do a country at all?
I do occasionally. But like I tell people all the time, attitude wise, if you ever watch any documentaries or movies or anything like that, I am literally Johnny Cash to a T. I have ripped checks up in front of bank tellers' faces.
That she's shaking.
I'll tell you why I'm laughing, because my show tomorrow is about what we're talking about. Is are they or are they not punk? So we sat here last night. My daughter came over last night, and me and Rachel were putting the playlist together. And Rachel's like, we should put some Johnny Cash on there. I said, what the fuck has Johnny Cash got to do with punk? There was no punk when Johnny Cash was around, right? Now, he may have the middle finger and he may have the attitude, right? Right? So what, and I'm not going to go what is and what isn't punk, but it was a great, and I deliberately, even if I agreed with her, I'd say, nah, fuck that shit. That's not fucking punk, right? Just because I wanted to see the attitude and the reaction, right, of what was. Now, again, I'm going back to a certain time frame, 77 through 83.
The good stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, but also there's bands in there like Elvis Costello and Ian Dury and the Police where people go, they're not fucking punk, right? And then it's great to hear that they're calling you Disney punk, and other bands will come in and go, what the fuck are you talking about? We're not punk. It's all opinion.
Yeah,
none of it fucking matters.
Totally.
You know?
That's the thing. There's no set thing. Like, I don't think, like, even with Johnny Cash, I don't think Johnny Cash, you know, I don't think Johnny Cash is a punk rocker. His attitude was completely punk rock, and I think that's awesome. Like I said, he's known for ripping checks up in bank tellers' faces if they're not going to cash a large amount for him. I'm known for that. Like, just different stuff that I'm like, man, like the average person wouldn't do that, and I think that takes me a step above the rest.
I think you would get along with the anarchist really well.
I think if Johnny Cash was 20 years, been born 20 years later, he would have been the lead singer of a punk band.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
I find that certain
Without a
people
doubt.
get adopted into the punk rock scene, like just because of the attitude that they had.
They really do.
That's a great way of putting it as well.
You're right.
You know?
You're right. You're totally right. We have like a half an hour left, 20 minutes left. I want to hear some more Brian Hardy. I'm going to play
Let's
something.
play one of the recorded tracks.
Yeah, I'll play something off of. What do you want? What do you want to hear, Brian?
Let's do Riddle Me This. That's the hottest song.
I have it
going
up.
right
I
now.
have it.
Boom.
They're all Batman themed, Dutchie.
Riddle me this. Wait, you know what? What is this?
What?
Let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna give him an intro. Hit it, lady.
I'm not scared of the big black bat. Dressed in green, head to toe. Furthest thing from what you know. I will tell a million lies. Make my riddles my disguise. So what I say is what you'll do. And now forever brainwash you. I'm really fucking crazy. Losing my mind. Trying to bring me on.
attention here and here.
Watch Batman cartoons.
So, Brian, a question: have you heard that before?
Yeah, no, not that version.
That's the jam.
That is the jam. That's awesome.
That was from, and that's on the album Hanging on the Wall.
Is that why you were asking about the jam?
That's what I was going to ask earlier, and then I went, "Fuck it, I'll just go and get him to play it." See if you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's rad.
That is one of the best versions I've ever heard of that, though.
Yeah. So you haven't heard that, Brian?
Nah, never.
Wow.
Well, there we go.
Awesome. I'm gonna play another Brian Hardy song because I want to play a lot of his music. This is Robin Rocked the Penguin. That sounds like it's got a little wrestling in there.
It's supposed to be a fight song. Somebody came to me the other day and they
like
said,
an anthem song?
No, just like a fight, like I'm gonna punch your face in song.
Oh, okay.
Somebody came to me the other day and they were like, Robin Rocked the Penguin. Did he rock the penguin? And I was like, oh shit, no man, like not like that. I'm like, he was gonna punch him in the face, and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, it must have been the sodomizer talking to you.
Probably so.
Listen to CaoticRadio.com. Look what Kat dragged, and this is more Brian Hardy.
Robin rock the penguin, oh, 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 Robin rock the penguin, I could tell by the first time I met him, we were at his umbrella shop. Robin said he wore gloves on his flip-flops, and we knew that something was up. Robin rocked the penguin, oh, 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 Robin rocked the penguin, I could tell he was evil from the first time we met, with a pipe in his mouth and a purple top hat. Knew his master plan was to destroy the bat. Your boy Wonder couldn't let it happen like that. Robin rocked the penguin, oh, oh. 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 Robin rocked the penguin, oh, oh.
That was Robin Rock the Penguin by Brian Hardy. That's rad. I like that stuff.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone bring so much comic into punk.
And it makes it fun. Like he was saying, the kids sing along, everybody sings along. It's
Do you do
fun.
children's parties?
No. And I would prefer that the parents not ask me to.
Not unless you want the kids body slammed.
I think you should branch out and dress like the Joker. And
it could turn into a cosplay thing, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know about that cosplay. We had someone in there Tuesday talking about that. I don't know about that cosplay.
Now, there is a band called Adam West the Bat.
Yeah, Adam West the Bat. And I've been trying to book him, and he does dress like
That's
Batman.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I don't think they do Batman themed songs.
No, they don't do Batman themed songs.
They just dress
but
like that.
Yeah. It's
No,
like, well, I'm not really sure of the content, really.
Yeah,
I've only seen him one time.
Did you guys hear my new single?
What's your new single? Let's hear it.
Touchy, here he comes, oh man. UK punk, he's my good friend. Don't you try to fuck with him, I'll slam you to the ground again. Touchy on the radio, listen to his awesome show. Yeah, he's on Chaotic Radio. Touchy, let's go.
Woo! Dutchie got all red like I did. That was awesome.
78 RPM Fridays.
Yeah, now.
That's tomorrow's show's on.
Jam.
Dutchie, you're red.
I know, yeah, it's like funny as fuck, isn't it?
That was awesome. Doesn't it make you feel good?
Oh yeah, I mean, anything that associates with your own show, you always kind of go, yeah, that's cool. It's cool,
And especially when it's a talented person.
Yeah, and it comes out of nowhere, right? And it all fits in, and you can play it on your show.
That's what she said.
Oh, he fit the fit-in joke on there.
Yeah,
That was
and you know,
awesome.
it shouldn't. If she says it all fit in, you should be disappointed.
Does that make you want to have my fifth child now that I played that song for you?
Should I turn around and look at the missus first? Should I check with her?
She's cool with it.
Oh my goodness. Brian Hardy live in studio on Liquid Cat Directed. We just have a few minutes left, like maybe 10 minutes left.
But you know what? Then play like a full length one of your songs in acoustic, because I heard one earlier on and it was cool as fuck. You know,
I'll play it.
Did you hear the Catwoman song?
I don't know, because I was getting out the gym. I was trying to get on the freeway. I was trying to go and get all the booze for the week.
Oh, you're
That's important.
Yep.
For the station, not for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll play a new song off the upcoming album that nobody's really heard yet.
Oh, is this a wrestling one?
No, not a wrestling one for this one. Oh, let me tune this thing.
Oh, wait, we have another phone call really quick. I hope it's...
I think this is a different number this time.
It's a different number. Let's see. Hello, CatRadio.com. Brian Hardy is live on the air with you. Hello, hello.
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
This is you know, this is just not punk rock, you know? I mean, well, like, you know, it's for kids or something.
It is for kids, yeah. That's why you're listening.
It's silly.
I'll punch this guy in the face.
Powerbomb this one.
Kapow!
Okay, have a good
I like the attempt, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, you gotta go back to the roots, man. Gigi Allen, the jerk off on stage and
take shits everywhere and stuff like that. I'll try.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure this guy could probably powerbomb you and make you shit yourself. So.
Here's the thing, you know, people mention Gigi Allen. I thought that guy was a fucking joke.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and I mean, I can't see
like
if anyone comes and says to me, "Oh, Gigi Allen is fucking good," I said, "Give me one fucking song. Show me something he did that was fucking for real instead of him just trying to show off." And, you know, I don't know.
Bite it, you scum.
Anybody can eat their own shit and whatnot.
Yeah.
You.
Book right.
He put on quite the urination fest. Either way, great attempt at me
like
writing punk songs. Great attempt at you calling in today to Chaotic Radio. Goodbye.
So go ahead, Brian.
All right, cool. This one is... It's off my new album. The album is called Desperate Measures, which I played the single Desperate Measures earlier.
Oh, yeah, I like that song.
But this song is actually a little bit more fun. It's called Malibu Barbie, and
I like the name.
The first verse will have special guest vocals by Joe Queer from The Queers on the album.
Really?
Yes, so
That's rad.
that will be very cool. I love Joe. Joe's a good friend of mine, and yeah, so I sing about Joe in this song as well. So this song's called Malibu Barbie.
There you go.
Malibu girls wanna go to the beach in the summertime with the pink Corvettes, blondes and brunettes. Well, I'm gonna make 'em mine. Shop at Hollister and American Eagle. That kind of girl, you know she's gonna leave ya. Malibu, Malibu, I don't think I can be with you. I said Malibu, Malibu, cause I never see you. I said Malibu, Malibu, I'm a punk kind of guy, but it's alright. And you could be my Malibu Barbie tonight. Malibu girls wanna drag you to the mall any time of year. Well, I don't feel like paying for her, and neither would Joe Queer. You know that they're the kind of girls you can't afford. but you know that they'll always come back for more. Malibu, Malibu, I don't think I can be with you. I said Malibu, Malibu, cause I never see you. I said Malibu, Malibu, I'm a punk kind of guy, but it's alright. And you could be my Malibu Bobby tonight. Malibu baby, you could be my Malibu baby, you could be my Malibu baby tonight. You could be my Malibu baby tonight. You could be my Malibu baby tonight. You could be my Malibu baby tonight.
Woo! That was awesome.
I'm almost expecting at the end of that to hear a Ramon going, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's so. You know what? Play us a Ramon cover.
Oh, I can do that.
I know you did last night.
Okay, you got to make it quick. We only got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, Ramon cover, and then
we could play 2 Ramon's covers in it.
I was going to say, you said quick. They only last like a minute.
Yeah, not even that. It's like 40 seconds.
Chewing that rhythm on my bubble gum. The sun is hot and I want some. It's not hard, not far to reach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. Up on the roof, out on the street, down in the playground, the hot concrete. Bus ride is too slow. You blast out the disco on the radio. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. It's not hard, not far to reach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. It's not hard, not far to reach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. Chewing that rhythm on my bubble gum. Sun is out and I want some. It's not hard, not far to reach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. Up on the roof, right on the street, down in the playground, the hot concrete. Bus ride is too slow. The blast at the disco on the radio. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. We can hit you right to Rockaway Beach. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We could have went from there. The kids are all hopped up. No.
You know, I went to Rockaway Beach out in New York.
Yes, so did I.
When I went to Coney Island, we stopped by. I was like, oh, I was
That's
all
awesome.
excited. Yeah.
You know, my last tour, I went to Rockaway Beach in Pacifica, California.
Holy smokes.
That's the wrong Rockaway Beach.
No,
Yeah, it doesn't count.
If you went to Paisanos up there, you wouldn't think so.
Oh, that's right. I heard the stories. So we got to get going. It's time for a happy RIE. Look what Cat Dragged has been awesome.
It's time for
This
the
has been
alcohol.
fun today. Thank you guys so much.
It's time for the alcohol show. We'll be back with a regular Look What Cat Dragged
It's like
did.
something
Play all the
near and dear
DIY
to my
music
heart,
next
lady.
week. And Brian, you're going to send me music of some of your bands that you
Yeah,
too, right?
definitely. We'll send you some Mola Records bands.
Yes.
And get them on here on
Yes,
Chaotic.
for sure. And thank you, Dutchie, for joining us. Thank you, Anarchist, for helping out today, as always.
Heck yeah.
It's a pleasure. Pleasure meeting. Pleasure meeting the missus.
Do you want to play us out to the end of the show? Play something until
I would play one of the recorded ones.
you ready to record one better?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I played them all the ones I have. Oh, but you know what? I'm gonna play my song again, the one I like.
Oh.
You know which song that is? It's gonna be a. Let me find it real quick. I have a choice. We'll do Catwoman. When he played it on acoustic. So
Well, yeah, let's hear the recorded
now we're
version.
gonna hear the recorded version. Chaoticradio.com. Look at Cat Dragged and Happy
With-
Hour IE out.
Brian Hardy in studio today.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.